Hey gang, welcome back to New Southern Garden. Just thought we'd talk a little bit more about cheap ways to produce plants. Now on our last video, of course, we talked about propagating by division. Now that would be asexual propagation, no need for seeds or anything like that. But seeds are a great way to produce some plants. And earlier this year in the spring, I sowed these beautiful, it looks very delicate and very tiny right now, but this is called Thalictrum, and it's a beautiful perennial plant. But it's a great way to receive a lot of plants by buying a cheap packet of seeds for maybe less than $5 and sowing hundreds of plants. And so this is just one of a bunch that I have. But I thought I'd show you how to pot up a plant. It's very simple and easy. You can see that we've been growing this in a cell pack. So here's the root system, beautiful white fleshy roots that are going to give this plant a good start. Now, you could tease the roots out, but they're not really root bound and circling the roots, circling the pot. So no need to do that. Just really be ginger with the roots, because that is the most important part of what we're doing here. Now, we have a container. This is a quart-sized container. You can use any kind of container you like, cottage cheese, sour cream, whatever. You can use biodegradable kinds, but of course you need some media, some potting mix. And here I've got my favorite style. It's very lightweight, it drains well, that's important. Make sure it drains well, but also holds on to nutrition and water. So we fill the pot up. Now I like to just mound it up so that we have this excess. And it looks crazy, like a little mountain of soil, but you'll see why later. Then I make a little divot around, just enough to push down this root ball, and I like to use that excess to pack around, making sure that we don't bury the plant too deep. You see, the top of the root ball is still on top of the soil. We don't want to bury it below. We could cause rotting around that tender little area where the plant is. And we press it in, pack it in a little bit, but not too tight. I like to make sure that we have plenty of air space and water space. Of course, this container has holes in it, so it will drain freely. That's important. I'll give it a little feed, a little fertilizer, and it will be on its way. And by fall, we have just about 4 weeks, we should have a nice developing root system. If not in fall, definitely by the winter. So that's a good way to pot things up and making sure that your plants are looking awesome. Be sure to check us out online at newsoutherngarden.com, where you can find every episode of our podcast. And be sure to share this video with someone who wants to have a cheap way to produce a beautiful garden. We'll see you next time. Stay well and grow well.